So it's almost the end of July, and so we figured we'd sit down and do our regular kind of monthly fishing report, what we've been seeing, what we hope to see next month. It's been an incredibly hot month.
It's
Incredibly
very
hot.
very hot.
I think both of us the last couple days in particular got off the water and both were like, I'm feeling the heat because it's been low wind the last couple days, real hot. There's not much breeze in the afternoons until those storms roll through, but
No.
but it's been warm.
The amount of sweat that happened on my boat today was. It's been hot.
Yeah.
It's been hot. Yeah, it's summer.
It is.
And I don't know if this is a fact or not, but it does seem hotter than past summers. Maybe not last summer, but definitely the couple summers before that were kind of mild.
Yeah.
This one has been a scorcher.
Yeah.
So
I was looking today and it was saying that it was roughly 4 degrees above average. I mean, because to be fair, we are almost in August, which is, I feel like, typically the hotter part of the summer. But yeah, it's been
a scorcher.
June, July. It's been warm, but we've been seeing some cool stuff though. I would say that early mornings are nice because it's a little bit cooler.
Yes.
A lot of what we do is very tidal dependent, and so sometimes that needs to change. But when you can get out in the morning, the mornings have been weather-wise, has been really good. Fish-wise, I feel like overall has been pretty good.
Yeah. For instance, today, for what we were looking for today, I was out in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And it was an absolute scorcher.
But that's just how the tide fell.
That's just how the tide fell.
Yeah.
And what we were going for. Tomorrow, I'm definitely going out at the crack of dawn.
Yeah.
And fishing that early window. Anytime I can fish that early window, I want to. The only time I'm not going to fish that early morning window or late evening window is when the tides and the fish I'm looking for call for something different.
Yeah.
Like today did.
I would say examples would be chasing big fish and flood tides.
Yes. Yeah. If I'm wanting to go, because the big fish are happy. Big fish being tarpon, jacks. I think it's a good time to say. Sure, there are a few cobias still around, but for all intents and purposes, I've seen personally on the open water seen one cobia this past 3 weeks.
I've seen a few,
and you've seen a couple more than I have. But
it'd be tough to go target cobia.
Yeah,
usually it's like, oh, I'm looking for jacks or tarpon, and it's like, oh, hey, there's cobia.
And that's what happened. That's what happened to us. But that being said, I've been spending a lot of time on open water, looking for jacks and tarpon. So, I mean, if there are a bunch around, they'd be there. Right. Like I'd see them.
Similar areas.
I'm in the same areas.
Yeah.
But that being said, the jacks have made some very strong showings. They show up for a few days. They get real happy. They're there, and then they disappear.
I was out with a client. I guess it was kind of beginning of the month, and saw like 80 to 100 of them just blowing up on the surface.
I have yet
bowling balls in the water, and so now one day I was out on the ocean and saw that, and then
you had a really cool experience out there.
Today I saw them blowing up again inshore.
Yeah.
So, while the jacks are there, like we've also been seeing like a lot of them blow up. Like it's not super common, but I feel like just this month I've seen them exhibit that behavior more than I did all of last season.
Yes. Yeah. I haven't seen that yet. I've been out there when it's happened, and people be like, "Hey, it's happening over here," and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool," because like literally where you saw them blowing up today, at the same exact tide, I was looking there yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's just how the big fish fishing goes. It's high stakes fishing. They come, they go. Same with the tarpon. They're around, then they're not around. You just got to get out there and look for them and take advantage of. And this is really how I fish summer. Like, take advantage of what's there when it's there. If it's the redfish getting really happy doing cool stuff, they've decided to be happy that day, cool, we're redfish fishing. If the jacks are swimming around out there doing cool stuff on the surface, hey, let's go. If the tarpon are making a strong showing, awesome, let's do that. But then so we wrote off cobia basically. If a cobia shows up though, hey,
Yeah,
we're
still
going.
casting
The
that.
rod's still ready. But then the fifth fish that we sight fish for that I've personally seen a strong showing of in the last week has been triple tail.
Yeah.
On both the lows, floating on mud flats, and then on the highs up in the grass edges.
I've even seen a number of like big free floaters.
I saw a big one the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're around. They're making a strong showing, and they always have been. But for whatever reason, this past week or so, I've seen a lot more.
Seen more of
Triple
them
tail
than we have
yeah.
been. Yeah.
So for whatever reason, they might, and they could just make a showing here and then disappear for a little while, and just like everything else, kind of come and go.
Yeah.
But they're definitely, I don't know. I've seen quite a few of them in the past week.
It's definitely worth checking.
If you see trash floating, check it out. If
Yeah.
it's trash, pick it up. If
See if there's a triple tail under the trash.
If it's fins and stuff, or if it, because they look like trash so often.
Yeah, when they're just
that's
free
what. Yeah.
floating.
When they're
Yeah.
free floating, oftentimes I'll be like, oh, look at that. Oh, that's not trash.
But they'll sit under the trash too.
And they'll also sit under the trash.
Yeah.
So check out the trash if it doesn't have a triple tail on it, or if you catch the triple tail off it, pick up the trash. But oftentimes they look like trash.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to describe it to my guys the other day. I was like, you're looking for trash in the water. And then when we saw one, they're like, oh, that looks like trash in the water.
Trash in the water.
So yeah, triple tail are a cool bonus fish for sight fishing. And that's what we're talking about. All these things that we're talking about can be caught in other ways. But when we're referring to what we're seeing, we're not talking about bait fishing on the bottom, fishing holes, anything like that. Like we're talking about fish that can be physically seen, flats fishing.
Yeah.
On the surface, or seeing enough to because oftentimes, so we have had some really cool experiences with tarpon. I've definitely had my best month ever.
Which is funny because it's been kind of a weird month.
It's been a weird month. It's been dry spells where I can't find anything, and then we had a couple of days where
I think we had a day together we went to for free.
Yes.
You had a day with Wyatt.
One being on spin, one being on fly.
The other one was on spin.
The other one was, that's right, the other one was on spin. But then I rolled out just shark fishing with Wyatt. I was just going to take Wyatt shark fishing, my 3-year-old, and rolled up on a bunch of really happy tarpon and ended up going 1 for 3 on tarpon on the fly.
With your 3-year-old?
With my 3-year-old. If I could only do that with clients.
Yeah.
It's just, the stars aligned, and that happens. The more time you spend out there, every day, the fish aren't happy every day, and it's a roll of the dice. But some days you go out and the stars just align, and next thing you know, they want to eat your fly, or lure, artificial lure.
Yeah.
So that's kind of crazy. It's, again, I just roll out open-minded. What's going to play today?
Yeah.
What's going to be happy? What can I find today? And it's a fun adventure in the summer.
But I think what's made the tarpon fishing a little, I guess, weird on the back half of this month mostly, is I was talking to another captain friend of ours, Jason, and we were talking about the tarpon, and from what we've been seeing, it almost seems like they were a little late to spawn around that new moon, so they're a little late coming back in. So we don't have as many inshore right now, but they could. It's one of those things that they could and should be here in numbers again any day. Like it could be tomorrow.
Yeah.
So even with the light numbers part of this month, we've still been getting good shots, still getting some hookups. And so I think when they come back in numbers here very soon, it should be pretty freaking good.
It's a fun thing to have all these fish around.
Yeah.
But then, bread and butter is still redfish, which I think it's worth mentioning.
Yeah.
That Phelps on the Fly YouTube channel dropped a really cool video that was filmed this past October.
Yeah.
I made a few cameos in it, but for the most part,
Yeah, we both got to be a part of it.
For the most part, you were fishing with Phelps there.
Yeah.
Definitely worth checking that out on Phelps'
we'll probably put
YouTube channel.
a link in the
Put
description to his video. But
yeah, definitely worth checking that out. A lot of flood tide fishing in that video. So when you're thinking ahead, August is a great time of the year. So, that we've been talking about July. August is a great time of year to get out there, and you never know what's going to happen. I've had some phenomenal flood tides in August.
Yeah.
And people be like, it's the heat of the summer. I've had phenomenal flood tides in August.
Yeah.
The big fish are around, like everything we've just been talking about. It's a really fun time of year for variety. So if you want to get out and have some fun this August, definitely let us know. And then, looking ahead, like that film, so I'm circling back to that film, the fall fishing is a ton of fun.
Yeah.
So if you're looking into fall as well, check that out. Super cool video that, like I said, mostly John's a part of, but it really captures a lot of what happens on the flood tides.
Yeah.
With the caveat, the gurgies are harder than they look. Yeah, that was, you guys had a phenomenal day.
That was a pretty
awesome.
good day. But we did miss just as many fish as we caught when we were gurgler fishing.
But also, and it's worth mentioning, if you've caught some fish, you're not trying to catch your first redfish on the fly, and those fish are swimming around high.
Yeah, and you want to have some fun.
It's
pretty sweet.
It's a lot of fun. But if they're like heads down, not looking up, being spooky, the gurg's not super productive.
There's a time and a place.
There's a time and a place, and y'all found the time and the place, and there's some sweet shots in there.
Yeah.
Some sweet gurgy shots in that film. So
if that doesn't get you psyched to eat fish gurglers, then I don't know what does
or
get
just
you psyched.
a fish. Yeah.
But I would say that, I guess backtracking just a little bit, our floods this month, I felt like fished very well.
Yeah.
Improvement over last month.
Yes.
More fish, happy fish, more active. And again, I think August will be the same. Like you said, like some of the best days that you've had have been in August for the floods.
Some of my best flood tide days, if we're talking numbers, and I don't like putting numbers on it.
Right, but seeing fish, happy fish.
And number of fish that we've been able to actually get to the boat. Definitely August has been one of my stronger months.
Yeah, so I think for August, strong resurgence of the Tarpon, probably still have the jacks around.
Oh yeah.
In and out. Hopefully still have the triple tail around. We have a few more flood tides in August, which is nice. And I think those will fish very well. Yeah. I think, like you said, it's going to be warm, but August is a super fun month and lots of variety and options and good time to get out on the water and have some fun. So
yeah, I think it's a solid recap, solid kind of synopsis of what August is going to look like. So yeah, get out there and have some fun.